Hello everybody, this is TV1. I'm back again with another video. This is Sami NXT review for the 4th of February 2015 episode of NXT, and here we are coming in. Excited to be back with that number one contenders tournament, as it's just showing on your screen in a moment or two. But again, this one was pretty, thinking back on it, it was an alright episode. I mean, last week I preferred, but this one was good as well. I mean, a very memorable match with Hideo Itami Finn Balor. Get to that in a minute. And of course we see the return of Soft. That sort of faction there, Carmella, Enzo Amore, and Big Con and Cassidy are back again. And yeah, Carmella gets the match, I guess. So let's go in. There's 3 matches only on this NXT, so kind of unusual. We've got a few video packages and everything in between that. Obviously a few little promos. NXT are famous for all those little promos that they have in there. I think it's very good. They always make it interesting, but not goofy or anything like that. They've got an hour to stay on to, and so they plan it very well. Right, first match we had was it was the Divas match, and that was between Carmella and who else was in this one? Emma. Yeah, so that famous team there, as I was talking about, Enzo Amore and Carmella, Big Con Cassidy, staying great. And I mean, the story wasn't really developing here, but Carmella, I guess she gets to go against Emma, defeats her very quickly, match submission. She's very impressive in the ring, and obviously she wants to be in the big time of the whole women's wrestling in NXT, and I guess she deserves that pretty much. So give her a match, because give it to her. She deserves it, and she needs it to propel herself into the next stage of her career. Okay, second match of the night was the other Divas match, was it? Of course it wasn't. No, sorry, it was the number one contenders tournament, and this was between Baron Corbin and Adrian Neville. Whoever won this would face someone else for the number contenders winner, and they'll be at the face Sami Zayn as the number one contender for the NXT Championship. So there's a lot on the line in this match, and Adrian Neville comes up and gets it, and Baron Corbin comes up short, unfortunately, after not being made look badly or anything. But again, to further his story with the likes of Bull Dempsey, he was attacked really and sort of sabotaged secretly away from the referee, outside the ring, playing dirty. Well, Bull Dempsey's playing dirty, and he's looking like a heel in this story that they're trying to obviously put him in and feud him with Baron Corbin. It's definitely making him look a lot more like heel than currently what Baron Corbin is. Baron Corbin, I guess, are acknowledging that the crowd are on his side, and he is basically a face, I guess. He comes up short against Adrian Neville. A pretty impressive match. Even though it's quite short, you could definitely tell that they had put a lot of effort into this. Adrian Neville is just a fabulous wrestler, and he hasn't had a bad match that I've seen. He's one of those people that you just put onto a stage, a main event match, and he will do you proud for your company. And of course, he made this a good match. Baron Corbin, he wrestles like a very strong person, and God, Adrian Neville sold those chops and those hits. Oh my God, it looks so amazing. So good on you, Adrian Neville, and you made Baron Corbin look strong, and he still does look strong going into the future. And Takeover, where he'll be having a no disqualification match against Bull Dempsey. My predictions, I'll talk about that at the end of the show. Let's go at the end of this review. Let's just talk about the next match. And it was another Divas match. I'm pretty sure Becky Lynch versus Carmella. Becky Lynch versus Bayley, of course. They're both going to be in that Fatal 4-Way, which also includes Sasha Banks and Charlotte, the NXT Women's Champion. And the NXT Women's Champion Championship will be on the line next week. Pretty exciting match. They've all sort of feuded with each other, and they're all angry at each other, so it's just going to be a big clash. And it's all been set up, and of course this is sort of the official end of the Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks team this week, I guess, because after this match we'll see that. But anyway, Becky Lynch loses against Bayley, gets sort of distracted, put into the ring there, the story goes that Sasha Banks throws her in there, puts her into position where she's putting the belly to Bayley, and loses to Bayley. Pretty quick match, and it went pretty well. They did have some good chain wrestling, and it did look impressive. They both are pretty skilled wrestlers, and they didn't, not unlike the Carmella Emma match, which I thought was actually really bad. I don't usually say about matches on NXT, but that was just a bad match. This was a good match, and it was impressive indeed. And yeah, I remember I said about the Becky Lynch whole bad character that she has. It's growing on me slightly. I mean, if they put her into a heel position, I think that would be great. But you see, she isn't heel, and unfortunately, she's just put into a sort of mid position. Sasha Banks is always going to be more of a heel than she would be, so if they're going to go into a feud, she would be the face, wouldn't she? What else? Oh yeah, of course, she was one of the people who was put in a position to injure Bayley's knee, so she definitely went after Bayley's knee in this match, and that was good for her whole character. And definitely, Bayley is a good face here, and she definitely makes anyone look evil, really. And so she's good for that in that position. And I guess Bayley just comes across as a really, really popular and really interestingly good character. You wouldn't think it, but you think she just is a really good actor, and she plays it off really well. And yeah, thank her for being a good actor, whatever. Yeah, so well done to her in that one. Again, in that Fatal 4-Way, I think I guessed who was going to win that one, but I'll talk about that in the end, just if I have any changes in my decision or whatever, and the other matches on the card. Okay, so that was 3 matches, wasn't it? Yeah, 3 matches. The other main event match, which is the other number one contenders semi-final tournament between Finn Balor and Hideo Itami. I've been pretty much waiting for this for the past couple of weeks. I know since last week I knew that they were going to face each other, but over the past couple of months, when you've seen these guys enter, you know something big is going to happen between these two, and it's just going to be one of the most looked after, sought matches out there. The sought competitors that could just have a great chemistry and whatever. We all expected much of this match, and we got that and more in return. This was a great long match. They gave it loads of time. NXT did the right thing. They gave it about 15 minutes for this whole segment. It played off really well, I think, and the two had great chemistry. They knew what was happening, so they all went for the sort of Japanese style on each other, and it worked so well. I mean, the amount of kicks, chops, and running dives and whatever off the ropes, using the ring to their advantage in this match. It was spectacular, and it definitely showed what NXT has to offer. These two men who just serve as poster boys for in-ring wrestling in all of NXT. It worked really well in this one. Of course, I guessed Finn Balor was going to win this one, and yes, he did, so it wasn't really any surprise for me there. I just think Finn Balor is a little more pushed. He gets the big entrance, the big lights, the more of a crowd on his side. I feel a bit sorry for Hideo Itami, but again, he'll have a chance in the future. I can bet on that. Finn Balor goes in. Adrian Neville was commentating, guest commentator on this match, looking on to see who would win. He was a little anxious when he saw that Finn Balor was the victor of this one, and they sort of had a little face-off after the match, and they shook hands, and it was all over. And then we got to the video package after this, which was the NXT Takeover. What was it? Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn video package that went on for like 5 minutes. Whatever, it was all right. Yes, we see how they were friends and then enemies. That's simple enough. Put it simply, I told you guys that I think Kevin Owens, did I say was going to win? No, I think I said that it would be Sami Zayn defending the title, and I think I'm going to keep with that. Sami Zayn defending the title will definitely be my pick. He's only just won it like 2 months ago. What is it? Yeah, last time we did it. Kevin Owens is a guy that proved his potential for the last 14 years, but Sami Zayn is just coming off so much heat. It would just be a no-brainer decision to keep him with the title, because he's just such an asset to NXT, and he's coming off so much heat as a face, of course. And it would just be a stupid decision not to lose him the championship, because he's doing so well as the champion. But again, it's NXT; they can do a lot. They have a lot more free will in decisions than at the main roster, where it wouldn't cost them money. In this one, there's not people paying to watch pay-per-views or anything. It's all on the network, so they're not going to have as much financial risk of moving the championship over to someone else. Of course, I really think that it wouldn't be a good decision to have put the title on Kevin Owens straight away after this one, but I think Sami Zayn deserves that long run as the NXT champion to solidify his position as a champion, and we want to know him as a champion because he's Sami Zayn. And Kevin Owens, he's coming in, and I don't think everyone's quite familiarized with him. He's only had about 2 matches on NXT so far. People have got to get used to his character, whatever he's into, and him to develop himself as well, to get into the ring. I think it would just be a sensible decision to keep him away from the championship that bit longer, and maybe even have someone else go after Sami Zayn. Of course, you got the number contender being decided at Takeover, I'm pretty sure. And of course, I'll talk about that right now, I guess. But again, Sami Zayn stays as champion. That's my prediction in that match. Over to the NXT number contenders match at Takeover. Finn Balor versus Adrian Neville. That's a tough one now. I'm thinking of it right now. 2 very skilled wrestlers, of course, both from UK, Ireland, and yeah, they have very different styles, ways of moving in the ring. I definitely think Finn Balor has his own way of wrestling, of course, and he's a very unique character. But Adrian Neville, he's got a very good finisher. So does they've got high flying moves. Oh my god, it's just gonna be a hard decision for me. And at the end of the day, I gotta say, Finn Balor, guys. I gotta say Finn Balor. I've got to put my risk out there. I mean, is it the dark horse to win the match? Probably not. Finn Balor is probably the most likely. I think he's ready for a main event push already. I know that seems kind of mad, but he's got a bit of a crowd on his side. It depends what happens on next week and how William Regal sorts things out. But that's my decision, and Finn Balor. Okay, let's talk about the other matches on the card. So, what other matches do we have again? I'm pretty sure it is the Divas match that I was going to talk about there in a second. Charlotte, will she defend her title? Will it be Bayley capturing? Will it be Sasha Banks capturing? Or Becky Lynch capturing? Or what's going to happen in that one? My opinion on that one, of course, I'm going to think about it for a second. It's going to be Bayley is going to win that one. If not, it's gonna be Charlotte defending her NXT Women's Champion. I said that, and I remember me saying that, of course. So it's either Bayley winning or Charlotte. That's a 50-50 draw for me. Can't really make my mind in that one. But again, we also got a little bit of segment with, of course, Tyler Breeze, as you can see on the screen. He had a little bit of segment. He's gonna watch on dutifully as the number one contendership tournament continues, and we'll see that all climax at Takeover, which he's probably going to be watching on. We had a little promo for the Solomon Crow. We didn't have a promo, we just had a little hack again. I talked about that last week. I don't want to go into too much detail on that again, but basically this is a hacker who's hacked into the NXT's video wiring software, and every time there's this sort of thing going on, he just hacks in and it shows himself, Solomon Crow, picture of a crow, Solomon, across the screen. You sort of get it. This is a guy who's about to make his debut, I guess, and there you go. That's just a little way of the NXT are trying to promo him in a unique perspective and start teasing his promo, actually teasing his debut, as you would say. What else do we have in the show? What else do we have? NXT Takeover. We have that no disqualification between Bull Dempsey and what's his name, Baron Corbin. My guess is Bull Dempsey is going to win that one in the no disqualification match. We have had 2 wins for Baron Corbin, so Bull Dempsey is probably going to win this one. Bull Dempsey. It's a no disqualification, so all really is up for debate on that one, because a lot can happen in a no disqualification match. It doesn't really depend on the better wrestler. It's more about who has the luck on their side and who can get in those hits, or whatever. If they're using weapons or whatever. I don't know what's going to happen, but anything really could happen. We could have other people come in. We could have Solomon Crow debut and come in and attack one of them. I mean, that's just a theory I have. But again, it's a wild theory, and we don't even know when Solomon Crow is really debuting. So anything it's up in the air really for that match. But of course, I'm gonna guess Bull Dempsey. And I think that's all the matches I think of. Oh yes, of course, you have Wesley Blake and Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy taking as the NXT Tag Team Champions, which they won last week, defending in the rematch clause against the Lucha Dragons. Wesley Blake and Buddy Murphy. So they are going to defend the titles, and I think they are going to lose. That's my guess. The Lucha Dragons are going to win back the titles. Yep, so I think the Lucha Dragons are great, and I think that this is a weird way of NXT trying to show Lucha Dragons' dominance, I guess. But I don't know. Lucha Dragons always seem to me as better wrestlers. That's just a wild guess for me, but the Lucha Dragons will win that match. So thank you guys for watching. This has been NXT review for the week of the 4th of February 2015. And also my little predictions for Takeover next week. I'll do the special 2-hour show review next Wednesday or Thursday, whenever I get that up. I have exams at the moment, and my last 2 are on Wednesday and Thursday, so it could be up by Friday when my exams are finally over. Thank you guys for watching. This one has been another TV1 video. Make sure to share, favorite, like, comment below, subscribe, do everything you can to support me. Make sure to subscribe, most importantly of all. Like this video and go into my channel. You can comment below, think what your opinion is of NXT, what videos we'll do next. Do that all below, or either that, or on my channel you can go into discussion and add to that, and say anything you want to. Thank God for watching. This has been TV1, and see you all next time.